Hi sewing friends, welcome back to So Happy Sewing Tutorials. Today we're sewing up another free pattern from Unfettered Patterns. This one is a great wardrobe staple and a statement piece wrapped into one. It's a long denim skirt designed to be a midi length, but on my 5-foot frame it's a maxi. So lengthen or shorten it to your preference. You could even play around with the placement of the slit, moving it to the side seam or the back center seam. A lot of potential for personalization. This skirt features all the traditional jean elements from the back yoke and top stitching to the coined pocket and the belt loops. For my version, I used an indigo designer denim from Cali Fabrics. It gives it a classic, slightly structured look. And for all my top stitching, I kept it simple with a regular polyester contrast thread and a triple straight stitch. A bold, defined finish. Let's get into the full construction start to finish to sew a beautiful skirt together. Here is one of my back pocket pieces, and I've gone ahead and transferred a design using a tracing wheel and tracing paper. I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and sew on top of my traced lines using a triple straight stitch. Finish the top edge of the pocket. Fold that finished edge to the right side of the fabric along the notches, which should be 3/4 of an inch. Pin along the side edges. Sew with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Finish the side and bottom edges of the pocket. Trim the top corners of the seam allowance. Turn the top fold right side out. Give the top fold a press as well as folding the side and bottom edges to the wrong side by 3/8 of an inch. Top stitch along the bottom finished edge of the top flap, sewing from the right side of the fabric. Place the wrong side of the pocket onto the right side of the back skirt piece at the dots indicated from the pattern. Pin along the side and bottom edges. I'm going to top stitch twice, first edge stitching along the side and bottom edges, then stitching once more with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Place the back yoke right sides together with the back skirt piece. Align the notches and pin in place. Sew with a 3/8 inch seam allowance, finish the raw edges together and press the seam down toward the skirt. With that seam pressed down toward the skirt, I'm going to top stitch the seam allowance in place twice. First, just below that seam line we just created, then with a 1/4 inch seam allowance away from the seam line. Repeat to create both back pockets and yokes. Here is my coin pocket piece. I'm going to finish the notched edge. Then I'll fold that finished edge to the wrong side by 3/8 of an inch. I'll also fold and press the top edge to the wrong side twice, both times by 3/8 of an inch. I'll top stitch that top fold straight across with about a 1/4 inch seam allowance from the right side of the fabric. Place the wrong side of the coin pocket onto the right side of the pocket backing piece, aligning that bottom curve, pin in place. I'm going to top stitch the side of the coin pocket twice, first edge stitching, then stitching with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I've also gone ahead and finished the curved edge, also finishing the curved edge of the opposite pocket backing piece without the coin pocket. Here is my pocket lining piece. I'm going to place the wrong side of the pocket backing onto the right side of the pocket lining, pinning all the way around the pocket backing. For both pocket backings, we're going to edge stitch along the curved finishing stitches and baste the upper edges in place. Place the pocket lining right sides together with the front skirt piece. Align the curved pocket opening and pin in place. Sew with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Snip into the curves of the seam allowance. Then turn the pocket lining to the inside. Give this curved edge a good press, slightly favoring the lining to the inside so you can't see it from the outside. Top stitch that curved seam twice, first edge stitching, then top stitch once more with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Then on the inside of the skirt, fold the pocket lining in half right sides together, pin the bottom edge of the pocket. Sew with a 3/8 inch seam allowance, finish the raw edges together. Pin the side and top edges of the pocket to the skirt piece. Baste those edges in place. Repeat to create both front pockets. As indicated on the pattern, the right front skirt as worn will be 3/8 of an inch wider than the left. I'm going to cut away that 3/8 of an inch from the left front skirt as worn. Place the front skirt pieces right sides together. Pin together from the notch to the dot. Sew from the notch to the dot with a 3/8 inch seam allowance, back stitching to secure. We're going to snip into the seam allowance at both the notch and the dot. From the outside edge of the seam allowance to the stitching line, careful not to clip through the stitching. Then we'll finish the raw edges together for the section that we just sewed. Press that seam allowance toward the left skirt as worn. I've also gone ahead and finished the raw edges of the slit on both sides of the skirt, from where we slit into the seam allowance to the bottom of the skirt. I'm going to press both finished edges to the wrong side by 3/8 of an inch. Once both sides of the slit are folded to the wrong side by 3/8 of an inch, I'm going to turn this to the right side. Then we're going to top stitch along the left front skirt as worn from the slit to the bottom of the skirt, catching the seam allowances underneath. As we do the top stitching and you get to the slit portion, make sure that you don't catch this folded material of the right skirt piece as worn in your stitches. I'm going to top stitch twice, first edge stitching, then sewing with a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. For the slit edge of the right skirt piece as worn, I'm going to top stitch twice from the top to the bottom of the slit. Now from the front of the garment for the slit, the left front skirt as worn should be sitting on top of the right front skirt. At the point where the slit begins, we're going to sew a horizontal bar tack through all layers. For the center front zipper area of the right front skirt as worn, I'm going to finish the raw edges from top to bottom of the zipper opening. And I'll fold and press that finished edge to the wrong side by a 1/4 of an inch. With the right side of the zipper facing you, place it underneath the folded edge of the right front skirt. With the zipper teeth butted up right up against the folded edge, I just want to make sure that the top of the zipper has enough clearance for my seam allowance. So about 1/2 inch of zipper tape should extend beyond the zipper teeth. Pin in place. Baste in place close to the zipper teeth. Here's my fly shield piece, and I've gone ahead and interfaced to the wrong side of the fabric. Fold the piece in half lengthwise, right sides together. Sew the bottom edge of the 3/8 inch seam allowance. Trim the inner corner, turn this piece right side out and give it a press. Finish the long raw edges together. With the finished edge of the fly shield facing down toward the bottom of the skirt, place the finished edges right on top of the basting stitches that we stitched into the zipper. Pin in place. Sewing from the front of the skirt, we're going to sew right on top of the original basting stitches from the top to the notch. Here is my fly facing piece. I've gone ahead and interfaced the wrong side of the fabric as well as finishing the curved edge. Now I'll place this piece right sides together with the left front skirt as worn. Pin the straight edge. Sew from the top to the notch with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Turn the fly facing to the inside of the garment along the main seam line. Give it a good press. I'm going to top stitch this fly facing section twice to align perfectly with the top stitching that we did along the center front earlier. Lay the left front of the skirt over the right. The finished edge of the right skirt as worn will slightly overlap the zipper teeth. Machine baste or hand baste that center front. Turn the skirt to the wrong side. Pin the fly shield out of the way. Fold back the left side of the skirt so that we have full access to the fly facing and the remaining edge of the zipper. Sew the remaining edge of the zipper tape to the fly facing underneath from top to bottom close to the zipper teeth. With the fly guard still pinned out of the way from the right side of the fabric, I'm going to trace the outer edges of the fly facing. Just feeling with my finger those finished edges underneath. I'm going to top stitch first on top of my traced line, then just inside the traced line by about 1/4 inch. Unpin the fly shield. Then from the front of the garment, I'm going to sew a bar tack through all thicknesses to secure the fly shield in place. I'm going to sew that bar tack right on top of my inner top stitching line, at the bottom inner edge of the J shape. Now we can remove our basting stitches. Place the back skirt pieces right sides together and pin the center seam. Sew with a 3/8 inch seam allowance, finish the raw edges together, press to one side and top stitch as we've done previously from top to bottom. Place the front and back pieces right sides together along the side seams and pin in place. Sew the side seams on both sides with a 3/8 inch seam allowance, finish the raw edges together and press toward the back. Top stitch from the front of the fabric if preferred. Here is my waistband piece. I've gone ahead and applied interfacing to the wrong side. Along one long edge, I'm going to apply single fold bias tape, encasing the raw edge and stitching in place straight across. Place the opposite unfinished edge of the waistband right sides together with the top of the skirt. With the long raw edges even, allow 3/8 of an inch of the waistband to extend beyond the finished edges of the center fronts. Continue pinning in place all the way around the waistband. Sew the waistband to the top of the skirt with the 3/8 inch seam allowance all the way around. Flip the waistband upward and press the seam allowance up toward the waistband. Fold the waistband in half, right sides together. The finished edge with the bias tape should extend 3/8 of an inch beyond the horizontal seam that we just sewed. Pin the short end of the waistband on both sides. Sew both short ends of the waistband with a 3/8 inch seam allowance so that the stitching ends up directly in line with the finished center front edges. I'm going to trim those short seam allowances by half and trim the top corner. Turn the waistband right side out, poking out the corners. Fold and press the waistband in half, this time wrong sides together, so that the bias tape finish just covers the main stitching line. I've added a few pins all the way around the waistband so it stays in place, making sure to cover that seam line on the inside. I'm going to edge stitch around the entire perimeter of the waistband. Sew your buttonhole into the left front waistband along the line indicated on the pattern piece. Sew on your button at the mark onto the right waistband directly across from your buttonhole. I'm going to be using a jeans button. Here is one of my belt loop pieces. I've gone ahead and finished one long edge. We're going to fold this piece lengthwise in thirds. First, folding the unfinished edge to the wrong side by 3/8 of an inch, then folding the finished edge on top, 3/8 of an inch. Top stitch along both long edges. Repeat for both belt loop pieces. Cut 6 belt loops 4 inches long each. The front belt loops will be placed just inside the inner edges of the pocket. 2 of the back belt loops will be placed about an inch away from the side seams. The 2 remaining belt loops will be evenly spaced on either side of the center back seam. Fold back one short end of each belt loop by about 3/8 of an inch and align it with the top edge of the waistband. Pin in place. Top stitch the top edges of each belt loop in line with the top stitching you sewed into the top of your waistband. Once the top edges are sewn in place, fold under the lower edges of the belt loops, and with the belt loops laying flat against the top of the skirt, edge stitch the bottom edges in place. For the final hem along the bottom, I've gone ahead and finished the raw edges from center front to center front. I'm going to fold those raw edges to the wrong side by 3/8 of an inch and top stitch twice in the same way as we've done previously, from center front to center front. Now the skirt is complete. Thank you for watching this sew along. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future sewing tutorials, and I'll see you in the next video.